What is up, guys? This is Rise, and welcome to another video. And ladies and gentlemen, in the history of the world, there have been many great trilogies. There have been the Star Wars trilogies. There have been Lord of the Rings trilogy, Captain America trilogy, many great trilogies. And adding to that list today is the third installment of Mewveset Roulette, the show where a trainer TMs the charge moves on his Mew, who can learn every charge move known to man. That's an exaggeration. Not every charge move, but many different charge moves. And we're going to see what happens. Here we go. First opponent. His name is Acclimate. Can this trainer acclimate to this Mewveset? Let's see. Grass Knot Psychic to start things off. And we've got Mew poised here. Okay, they swap in Sabe. This is kind of good, because now Mandibuzz should be able to handle this quite comfortably. The only thing you got to be careful of is if you give that Walrein too big of a farm down, that could be sketchy. Yeah, I think you got to save shields here. I like the no shield. They land the return. That definitely chunks. Going for the foul play. Very nice over farm. Gonna have energy to threaten that Walrein, and oh my gosh, actually grabs a shield. I don't think you shield this, yeah. Was that even enough? No, it wasn't even enough. Goes for the foul play. I wouldn't even hate, like, an immediate swap out into Mew. But this is fine, too. I guess Mantine, with its moveset, is going to struggle against Walrein, so this makes sense. No, yeah, this is better. I think my idea was bad. Grass Knot. Lands. Let's go. Gonna shield here. And what is going to be in the back? It's a Trevenant double ghost. Gets off the Psychic. Very nice. It's going to do a ton of damage if it lands. Psychic. Gets the final shield. And now Mantine can very safely go for the Ice Beam. Let's go. Gonna shield here. Gets baited. That's fine. Gonna get off this Ice Beam before Trev gets to another move. Ice Beam coming through. Bang. Freezes the Trevenant in its tracks. Trevenant was frozen solid. And gets the win. And I like this. He's even showing us the TM footage between the games. Let's go, dude. Mew into Lantern. No longer has Grass Knot. And got Psychic again. That's funny. Lantern is really bad for this back line. So this is like where he needs to see it. And hopefully he can land this Psychic. Make things a little bit more comfortable. Because if Lantern's going to commit shields, this becomes really uncomfortable. Mew kind of has to commit a shield here. Really needs to land a Psychic on this Lantern. Gonna CMP tie them on the surf. If they let this go through, I think you can just come in Mandy. But they're going to shield again. So yeah, you're kind of forced to shield. Hopefully the opponent doesn't make some sort of catch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very simple. CMP on 5. This is perfect. This might not KO, but it should close to KO. Oh, it does KO. Wow. And that is likely the hardest answer to the Mandy and the Mantine. Oh my god. Salazzle. Gonna come in here with Mantine. Yeah, either makes sense. Could go for the Bubble Beam here if you want. Oh god, Core Breaker. Core Breaker really needs to get to 2 foul plays here to at least put this Sandslash low enough where Mantine can take it out. Because if Mandy doesn't get to this second foul play, I think Sandslash is just going to, like, sweep, bro. Should live the Ice Punch and should get off this foul play. So that's going to be huge. Oh! Never mind. That seemed like it did a lot. You know, you guys know I'm not the biggest grinder in the world, but I do actually have a good IV Mandibuzz. It's a pretty high rank from a trade. And this Mandibuzz 14, 11, 14. I don't want to insinuate anything, but I think my Mandibuzz lives that Ice Punch. I could be totally wrong. Gets off the Bubble Beam here. Salazzle, I believe, is at the Poison Fang, so needs this to KO. Is it enough? No, it's not. And Salazzle's going to get off the Poison Fang here, which should KO, even debuffed. Oh, Dragon Pulse. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise, dude. Lost track of that Incinerate energy. My bad, comments. Mew versus Chestnut. Shiny Chestnut, very cool. Has two better answers in the back. Bro, what is with the game? Keep giving him Psychic. Catches on Mandibuzz, very nice. And this is pretty good. Lures out the G-Fisk. And Mandibuzz doesn't do that bad here. Because it's been chipped, it might be in double Rock Slide range. So that's kind of unfortunate. Because G-Fisk might be able to Rock Slide here and farm down. But these foul plays slowly add up. Just gets this off right away. Wants to make sure he gets off the damage for some chip. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to shield here. Mandibuzz does live, but it's almost worse because it gets mud shot down. Brutal. Oh my goodness. Poor Mew. It's a nice shield though on the Earthquake. Oh my gosh. Are they going to shield this? They might be thinking they don't need a shield, man. Psychic. Bang! One-shots the Chestnut. And unfortunately, there's a Bubble Jelly in back, which is not great by any means. Gonna swap in the Mantine. I'm sorry. I know I go back and forth between like Mantine and Mantine. Let me know what you say in the comments. Obviously, I have an interchangeable preference there. Bubble Beam. Yeah, just gonna like soften it with Bubble Beam, which makes sense. Because eventually Jelly's probably gonna have to swap out of here, and then G-Fisk either gets farmed down or just Bubble Beamed. Yeah, I kind of like this. Just keep Bubble Beaming. Because now the next Shadow Ball is not gonna KO. Gets a shield. Now going for the Ice Beam. And now it's gonna probably approach a health range where Mew can just farm down. Yeah, they're forced to swap. Honestly, probably could have just Bubble Beamed there. Might have been a little bit cleaner. Because now what if like Jelly can Bubble Beam and then come out with the Shadow Ball? But I don't think it can. And it has Surf, which is more energy. Gonna throw the Bubble Beam instantly. Is this enough? Not quite, but Jelly didn't have the Shadow Ball. So that is a G to the G. It has given him Psychic 3 consecutive times. Flame, Charge, Grass Knot. That's like a fairly standard Mewveset. Uh-oh. Okay. Shadow Zone. Catching a lot of leads that aren't necessarily amazing for Mew, but are amazing that the back line is avoiding. They didn't even build up to Wild Charge. I guess it kind of makes sense. Like, you see double Mirror Shot's all you really need, but you should probably at least build up to it. Oh my gosh, they let it go. Okay. Not expecting the Flame Charge, obviously. What is this opponent doing, bro? Tried to catch the Flame Charge on Azu, I guess. Oh, man. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be laughing. Gonna go into Mantine here, maybe? No, just gonna stay in. And probably shield to get off this Grass Knot. Honestly, you could even go, like, Mandy here if you wanted. Yeah. Like, it might seem weird, right? This is a bad matchup for Mandibuzz, but you know that there's a Medi in back, so, like, you just kind of sack Mandibuzz here and save your Mantine for the Medi, where Mantine's pretty dominant. Aerial Ace grabs a shield. Wow. Well, yeah, makes sense. I keep saying, like, wow, and then I'm like, oh, makes sense. Because if they brought in a Mandy against your Azu, you're probably thinking, like, they're extra weak to Azu in the back. Don't think Mandy lives one counter. But you've got Mantine up a shield. And should be smooth sailing here. Gonna let the first one go. And it's a dynamic punch. Oh my gosh. Dynamic punch. The alarm clock is going off. They're saying it's Mantine time. As the ice beam lures the opponent into surrendering. Energy ball bulldoze. This is not the moveset you want. This is not the moveset you want. Oh my gosh. Okay. In comes G-Fist. Gonna go for the bulldoze. Gonna go for the bulldoze. Let's see how much it does, dude. As we know, as we've said many times on the channel, bulldoze. Not a very good move. It's almost as much energy as Earthquake and does considerably less damage. But that's still chunks, man. Super effective. Does a big chunk to G-Fist. Gonna shield the Rock Slide here. Try and get to this Grass Knot. And now it's been softened enough where even if they shield this, maybe you can even just let Mew go and take it out. I think either makes sense here. Gonna let it go, yeah. G-Fist will get to a Rock Slide against your back Pokemon, but not the end of the world. You can probably just absorb this on Mandy. Gonna do 3 Snarls and throw. Wow, nice confidence that the G-Fisk was dry. If the G-Fisk had any residual mud shots, would have outpaced there. In comes a counter user, a fighter. I didn't see what it was. Aerial Ace. Shadow Machamp. Hard swap. Oh, this is brutal. Oh, this is so bad for Politoed. Poor Politoed, dude. He's such a kind soul. And all you can do here is just keep dishing out weather balls and getting debuffed. Oh, man, this is brutal. Poor Poly. I don't know why I feel so bad for this Politoed right now. I'm like genuinely sad. Poor little Politoed, dude. Oh, lands the Blizzard. Politoed's fighting. Politoed saying it's not over till it's over, bro. You thought you had me, Mantine? Check this out. But this is just a Weather Ball. Takes a while to get to that Blizzard. Weather Ball does like nothing. Another Bubble Beam coming through. And now it's like, what the heck do I shield if you're the opponent? Am I going to shield a Bubble Beam? If I'm the opponent, I would rather go down with a shield and lose than shield a Bubble Beam. So I respect the no shield. A very entertaining Mewveset Roulette video. And I'm just realizing now, I don't think I ever gave this trainer a shout out. I'm arguably the worst person in the world. I mean, I think I'm a nice guy. That'd be a tough argument to win, but Carnage. Carnage, thank you so much for the submission, man. I appreciate it. Very entertaining stuff from Carnage. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave that like button. Leave that like button. Leave a comment. Hit that like button. Can Rise talk anymore? I don't know. But he'll try. And he'll hopefully try again when you're watching the next video. Because I hope to see you there. So with that said, thank you all for watching. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.